Hey people, Czar Swamp here. Darn it, my mic was down. I swear. Hey people, Czar Swamp here, and welcome to episode 27 of Danganronpa. Last time I was dealing with this horrible cross-examination. Probably Mahiru's ghost haunting me after how I insulted her, much like Taka's did during his trial. Because really, let me ask you, really, the gravel and the swimsuit, why? I mean, if the base wasn't important to this whole equation, why would Fuya Hiko be so upset about the base? I don't get it.
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious?
And yes, exactly. And the only person who was covered in blood was Akane.
Because if so, I believe Akane was soaked with blood when we all met up to go to the beach.
But then again, now that they're bringing it up, now I don't think Akane did it.
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomaru?
Nekomaru?
I can attest to that.
Okay.
If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed out.
Okay, now she's completely innocent again.
Doubting me, of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does!
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See,
But who
I already
killed?
told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind.
Of course she'd be kind to you. Even the devil would think that people that are kind to him would be kind people.
There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier?
I knew you didn't do it, Hiyoko. I figured that you were just hanging out in the closet and you just ran out after you saw what
You
happened.
guys are stupid! Stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now, right? Shut the hell up, pig barf! I hope you get a hangnail and die!
Wow! Way to be encouraging of people who are trying to just cheer you up.
And I'm sorry for being pig barf!
More importantly, Fuya Hiko's behavior earlier was definitely strange. He's so worked up and accusing Hiyoko of being suspicious. Could it be, does he actually have something else in mind?
Hey, Hiyoko. Now that our suspicions have been addressed,
So now we're going back from
tell us the truth.
obvious to not obvious.
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap!
Yeah, I got that already. So, can you give us the details about that trap?
Okay, I just had to make sure I saw a flash on my monitor. I didn't know if my software crashed.
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk, huh? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up to me. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier?
She never talked to me at all. Man, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to ask me such an easy question.
Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I admitted it. So I figured it was better not to say anything.
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m., but around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one.
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. About what we discussed earlier, is it okay if we change the place? I want you to come to the beach house on the second island. The time is still the same, around 2 p.m. It seems there's someone who wants to interface with our meeting. Let's keep it secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other for a while. It would be bad if they start suspecting us for no reason. The same letter that we got, that we assume she sent? That's really suspicious, okay? Letter Hiyoko received. Let's see if the handwriting is the exact same. Letter Hiyoko received, letter on Miharu. Well, the handwriting is identical. So whoever wrote those letters was the same person, meaning that neither of them wrote them.
I saw this letter and went to the beach house at that time.
The letter that Hiyoko, doesn't it clearly contradict the other evidence? The letter that Mahiru had.
prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had?
I want you to come to the beach house at 2:30.
Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m. But in Hyoko's letter...
Is it okay if we change the place? I wanted to come to the beach house on the second island. It has changed.
Whoa! The meeting times are off.
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house.
Oh, that way, Hiyoko, she would come to the beach house. But no, that means that since they were only there, the killer tried to get her? I'm not sure.
It would be plausible if one of them said it. But for both letters to say the same thing?
Hiyoko, since you wrote it, what do
She
you
didn't
think?
write it.
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times do I have to tell you?
This was a third party. It says the letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge? Both letters.
I see! The killer must have forged both letters.
The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both letters...
They're the same handwriting.
Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't find you, so I put this in your mailbox. This part. It seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part. Let's keep it a secret. Until then, let's try not to see each other
That
for a
was to keep them
while.
away so that they wouldn't talk about it.
The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hiyoko and Mahiru to do their bidding, like a netherworld puppeteer.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's killer. How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
I don't want her back!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens. We can just lightly punch him to death later.
So based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right, Hiyoko?
What's most important is what happened afterward. I fell asleep! Why'd you fall asleep?
Oh, so the real killer was out to get Hiyoko.
It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. Could it be? Did they get it from the drugstore? I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet. And when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
Oh, now that makes sense. That makes sense. The killer put her in the closet before Mahiru arrived. So that way she would open it up. She would see the body, and then she'd run out of the other door.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. I was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but...
The killer probably planned to frame Hiyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hiyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hiyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
I knew that something like this would happen. Too obvious.
Everything was done to frame Hiyoko as the killer.
That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Well, it's not like you've been doing a good job making friends here.
Hiyoko, please do not cry. We believe you.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily?
She might be faking those tears, you know.
And now the suspicion's coming right back on your shoulders, Fuyuhiko.
This'll never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair.
Like I said, this guy, if he met Makoto, he would be freaking starting a cult.
And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying!
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with everyone.
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job! That's the right way! That's the splendid power of teamwork! Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want! Hey...
Seriously, you're asleep, Monokuma?
Whoa! He's sleeping!
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
The bitter truth that may be true, but even so, we can't just stand around here all day. Even if the lie is a cool ending, the only thing we can do is move forward, because unless we reveal who among us is Mahiru's true killer, there's no way we'll survive. Oh, suspended.
Well now.
Now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now! Huh?
What? You're gonna spoil who the killer is?
If I reveal the answer before everyone's revealed, they'll all be shocked. They'll feel despair. You can't. That's just a big no-no. But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation.
Who's club president?
So, without further ado, the answer is... Yeah, you guys! You guys, everyone, please close your eyes and cover your ears.
Correct! You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
I don't know what you're talking about, but somehow that feels wrong to me. No, I don't want to save the game. The retrial, the class trial has been open.
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room.
And who will be receiving my praise?
Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that! Ugh, I can't do anything! How annoying! But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't forget to save regularly.
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you mean the letter?
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gummy already there?
Now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't.
Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means...
Yes.
The gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime? After I left?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there!
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
No.
I wonder.
No, if the killer did, they would have left footprints of their own.
At any rate, the solution to that problem
Or
is
they would have
connected
dropped-
to what really happened.
Or they would have dropped in the
That's
window.
what I think.
I want to play a new game. Is that what you're thinking? If so, we prepared the perfect product for you. You will drive into your own brain and logically discern the mysterious answer from several questions. It's called the Logic Drive. During the Logic Drive, you will control a version of yourself created from an image within your brain. Your task is to reach the goal, the final destination, the synaptic course. You can move sideways with the left stick and accelerate with the R button. Press the L button to brake and the RB button to jump. There'll be various obstacles, so make sure you're familiar with these controls so you can reach the goal. Once your journey, you will take damage every time you fall into the gap between the walls. As the bomb reaches a certain point, there will be branching questions in the course. The answers split into different paths, so please proceed down the path you think is correct. Branching questions will appear several times in one course. Please be careful. I recommend that you make good use of the brake. That's my medicine advice to you. If you like to start during the Logic Drive, you can review the controls. Anyways, have fun! That's right, this might be a very important question. If the killer tampered with the evidence after Hiyoko ran in the beach house, when did the killer arrive and depart from the beach house? Think. I just focus and think about it. I'm sure I'll be able to find the answer. Alright, I'm going to do it. Can I see the controls? I need to see the controls one more time. What's this, a skateboard? Okay. Move. A is accelerate. B is brake. Y is jump. Okay. We have a time limit, so gotta hurry up. Oh, this is actually great fun. Throw that sword. Woo! Heck, this could be a cool game in of its own. Question 1. What did the killer arrive at before the beach house? They had to arrive before she arrived. She was there. Woo, we're continuing down. Come on. Let's do this. This is cool. Okay. Question 2. When did the killer leave the beach house? He had to leave before Hiyoko left. I was wrong! They left after Hiyoko left. Not the conclusion we're coming to. Come on. Yeah. No, we're not running the walls. We're doing this. We're moving. Doing some Tron-esque thing. Question 3. Where was the killer hiding while Hiyoko was unconscious? They had to be in the... They were hiding, if they left, they would have to hide in the beach house. Or... No! They had to be hiding in the beach house. That's the only thing we can conclude. Come on. Okay.
It's all coming together.
That was actually fun. Even though I messed up a few times. You know, we're saying that she left, but yet they were in the beach house.
Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another...
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Hiyoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
I really don't want that to happen to me. But I need to answer this by any means. And Hiyoko hasn't looked. I want to see just one thing. Footprints on the beach. Yellow gummy. That can be opened. She even said she went in. Ah! The machines!
Crap!
Oh, right, we said the shower room. Okay. Outside?
Crap!
The closet?
Here!
But she was in the closet.
The killer was probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's
Yeah.
where I was locked up!
Yeah, that's where she woke up.
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right?
Oh, right.
And you
yes.
probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two
Oh,
people
sorry.
even hide in such
Yeah.
a small place?
That's
And
the other issue I was
without
having.
Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a
I was thinking that they would hide in the fridge, considering that they moved all those soda cans.
Here!
Yeah. The canoe, the
What about
surfboard
the
case.
surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure they could have hidden in there.
Huh? Inside the surfboard case?
But the shelf it was on, it was pretty messy, don't you think? 2 surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place, cause we haven't been on this island that long. So the closet shouldn't have been that messy, I think.
Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kinda like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid silently, and after making sure Hiyoko left, they finally left the surfboard case.
I swear, this has not been my case. I'm not going to be surprised if I get
I
another
agree
B.
with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
There's no way the killer would leave Hiyoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Hiyoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Hiyoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if we didn't ask. All right, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, we never really considered that.
Yeah, that's true, but, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
Yes, but we know that one of the people was Kazuichi. We know that one of the people was Hiyoko, but we don't know who the other person is.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent!
We were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hiyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hiyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be alright. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Now, I should explain to you the final feature of the non-stop debates. From this point forward, you will now be able to use the truth flashback. Oh, here it comes. You hold down the Y button, the shape of the rifle will change. If you aim at the remarks we spot and keep it positioned, you will be able to memorize it. The memorization phrase can only be fired once as a single truth bullet. If you should change to a different truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback as many times as you want. If you don't seem like you have an answer to a lot of your available truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time for a flashback? Well, you'll just have to trust your keen wits, won't you? By the way, you will not be able to agree with anyone while using a truth flashback. Okay, that's good. Please remember, it is only effective in refuting points. Well then, good luck and have fun. It's gonna be used for this one, isn't it?
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
Or maybe they used a...
They couldn't use the shower, right?
Or maybe they used their swimsuit, I don't know.
So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and floosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body?
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Oh, what is it with this case? At least that person's opinion. I might be able to break through the contradiction.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet?
You can't refute that.
Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the bloody
Oh, we can use Chiaki's opinion.
As someone who flushed, it would definitely clog.
Maybe it's the other... Perhaps someone other than the...
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
Okay, let's see
What did the killer
Chiaki's
do?
opinion.
Maybe they simply...
They couldn't use the so washing it off.
They didn't have to...
What about the maybe they wore one when they moved...
If they used something other than the shower...
What did they do with the blood?
They cut it up and...
As someone who flushed,
Okay,
it would
let's get
definitely
it on to this first recall.
Perhaps someone other...
Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do?
Maybe they simply washed...
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
Yes!
No,
Okay, I'm making up. I'm compensating. Ugh.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have
Oh,
to
they
use the
used the sodas in the the
Just
juices.
as easily use something else.
The juices.
Something other than the shower. Like
All those
what?
empty bottles. Something other than the shower that was used to wash the blood. It's possible that was the drinks inside the refrigerator.
See? Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it.
Oh, Pico! No, not Pico! I'm going to buy a sword.
That's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand that there's no possible way the drinks in the refrigerator were used.
The trash can! Let me get the trash can. Where is it? Footprints, metal bat, trash can. Okay, there it is.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try one wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Come on! She's strong! Advance!
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water...
I want to make sure.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Okay, yeah, did it!
There were water bottles inside the
What's
refrigerator.
it with me doing the second sword event in every trial perfectly?
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
There was juice!
That was after the incident, right? But before the incident, there were water bottles in the fridge, and the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
You should have said so sooner!
Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. Now that I think about it, if they soaked their entire body with a bunch of plastic water bottles, if they did that, the person would be...
It seems you've realized
wet.
who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Like Pico.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Pico.
Is that...
Let me ask. Who might that be?
Pico? If the killer used plastic waters to wash out the killer, Mahiru's killer. It must be that person. Swim around the island for 3 hours. Where is she? Where is she? Pico, Pico, Pico! Pico, Pico, Pico! Pico, Pico, Pico! There you are now, you will die!
You're the only one! Peko. Is it you?
Hey!
Okay.
What are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer!
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Hajime and Kazuichi, why are you two here? Hey, aren't you breathing pretty heavy? I just did a little swimming.
If the killer really did wash the blood off with water bottles, they'd have to drench their entire body. But there were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry. So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Don't just stay silent! Say something! Hold on, you bastard! You saw her at the diner! You never saw her near the beach house, right? So maybe she really was swimming!
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths with her on my way home. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the opposite direction of the beach house.
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you just say this earlier?
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel after I saw you guys. I didn't see anyone during that time.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
Oh, panic time!
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house!
The balcony window.
Now that you mention it, you're right.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
The window!
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko? You're not the suspect. Peko is.
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
We might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really? This mystery seems unsolvable.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer escaped.
The killer's I know what it was. In fact, the only possible thing I can think of is that opening. The small window in the shower room.
I see! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that small window in the shower room.
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is? There's no way Peko could have reached it.
But what if, for instance, she got help from someone?
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it? And don't say something stupid like they threw it outside.
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
No littering.
Littering is prohibited. Even if it might be evidence, rules are still rules.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us! We just said they couldn't use an object!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object.
That's true.
I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Somewhere that's not very PG.
And if you say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Oh God. Okay, how are you reading my mind?
No! Please don't be violent!
Even if the killer used objects, they wouldn't be able to get rid of us. So the only thing I can think is the killer was hid somewhere. If that's the case, focus and think. The object killer used to escape the window. Hangman's Gambit. Oh no! Oh, come on, no, I can't do it. Bathroom sink. Shh. Shower. Ah. Yeah. Ah, come on! S. A. Window. Ah, come on! What is it? The O? Come on, what is it? What is it? Why am I having so much difficulty with this? What is it? I know it's not this. It can't be B. Wait, what? I did do a B. What? I was trying to sort that out. Stop. Ah, go. Ah! Bam! Bow! Oh. Bam! S! Yeah! Bam! Bamos! Bamos! Bamos, is that it? Yeah. Bamboo. Oh, bamboo sword. What's it with me? Bamboo. Sword. I actually pressed the wrong button. I know I failed. I know it's bamboo sword. I'm horrible at Hangman, if you haven't realized it. Yes, I want to do this.
Never give up.
I am ashamed of myself. I know I'm being crap with this. I know I'm being crap. Yes, she hid it in her sword case. Why can't they use sword case? Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, sorry. Didn't know that was an M. Ah, oh, come on. Oh. Oh, come on, no. S, come on. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to find the sword. Why are they doing this to me? Oh, come on, I'm trying to do sword. Okay, just need a D. Just need a D, come on. Like that! Thank you! Bamboo sword!
I got it!
Okay, I figured it faster than iron skewer, at least. I was one letter off.
If I recall correctly, you had it then too.
I'm sorry if I was not. I thought that was a towel!
Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
I thought the bamboo sword was a towel! Thought I was a little distracted.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Peko used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool? You see? I knew it! I knew it was a ninja! Didn't I tell ya? A ninja could have climbed that easily! Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, the house comes once again for Panic Talk Action. Oh god, we're gonna choose truth bullets. About fever time and nega time. From this one on, you'll be able to use fever time by pressing the R button. Tempo will be pushed to its max. That's all. You won't be missed during fever time here. By pressing the B button while applicable, you can just focus on the age, of course, it's called nega time that they can use. So if you can clear it, you can always change the difficulty. I'm not gonna tell you what. Tell them that they'll have to redo the class trial for that chapter if they want to do that. Hehehe. Well, then good luck.
Hold on! You're saying she used her sword as a step stool and went out the fucking window? Then what about the sword? It would have been left in the shower room and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fucking give it to me!
We'll give him that answer next time. I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode of your review, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share to where that you want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.